Alright, a lot of these people that I've attempted to contact, I have attempted to contact on multiple occasions. They just don't answer. They don't answer. They don't answer. They don't answer. At this current point in time, I called him at a bad time. He's obviously not at work right now. I don't know if this is the 5th phone call or the 8th or the 10th. A lot of these people I have called repeatedly and asked them to call me back. See, the dynamics of the situation changed very much. And after Natalie was killed, there started being people not able to give me rides to my appointments. Started being people walking in pairs, and being paranoid that I would do something wrong to them. I don't intend on doing wrong things to anybody. The problem is the way that people treat me for the way that I am different. Now, if I didn't have issues with not having a routine, none of it would have been a problem. I mean, at Starbucks, it was a difficulty with me trying to adjust to the people at Starbucks treating me differently over Devon Cockerill having whatever thoughts that she had. And I wanted to speak with her and, socialize, maybe with a group of people even, just to, let her know that I don't have any intents with her. I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. And she took things wrong, and, well, she threw money at the situation like that was going to help. No, at that point in time, I was having a severe anxiety attack over losing Starbucks. And I was losing Starbucks. It was starting to become an uncomfortable situation for me to be in because all of the baristas started treating me differently. We had just gotten a new manager, and the new manager was very much, well, her name is Jennifer. I used to know the names of all of the managers at Starbucks. I could tell you all of the managers of Starbucks going all the way back to 2008. This particular manager, she showed up around, well, about 3 or 4 months after I hurt my back, and I was going completely fucking crazy. It was pretty much only crazy people that were talking to me, and the Starbucks employees. And I had a autistic meltdown. Now, a lot of people take those things completely wrong. At this point, yeah, this is the worst that I have ever been mentally. It's because I haven't been able to stop somewhere, establish a routine, and be with my loved ones. And they made it against the law for me to speak out. Against the law. They protected the predators because I speak out. Meanwhile, these people are allowed to slander my name and destroy my name and do whatever the hell they want. Because I don't have any money and I have no family support. My family turned their backs on me years ago. My dad turned his back on me when I left Washington State. Because he could not control me. There's a reason he could not control me. I didn't need to be controlled, I needed to be heard. No matter what I do, he sends me into an autistic meltdown. He knows that that's what he's doing. He knows that's what he's doing. But he wants to win the argument, which is why he does it. Jeff Ritter, he's the guy who was supposed to be helping me get a lawyer. And he was just not doing it. That doesn't mean he didn't make an attempt. I don't know if he was or not. He said he was gonna, but I wasn't there. Now, for a lot of people accusing me of not trying and not making an effort, I'm doing the best that I can with the resources that I got. They took away all of my resources. People who had victimized me used Natalie's death to victimize me further and absolve themselves of their sins. And police officers across the board have refused to take a report about it. Officer Ramos, I spoke with him the other day. I made a video about that. And that Officer Gerhardt that I spoke with today, he verified a lot of the stuff that I already knew he was going to say, like the jurisdictional thing. And I brought up the fact that the officer who was investigating the Boulder police was actually from Longmont, out of jurisdiction. Meanwhile, he can't do anything about these other officers in other jurisdictions. So the rules are somehow different. The rules are different now. The rules are different in this case than they were in mine. How is that, and why is that? Why is it that I can't talk to an officer about the wrongdoing of other officers in Boulder County? Because it's out of jurisdiction. Yet, this black man here, who was harassed for looking like a homeless person, not because he was black. Why is it that the rules are different for him? Oh yeah, because Black Lives Matter actually cares about black people. They don't care about the homeless, though. Had this man been homeless, Black Lives Matter wouldn't have even looked at the case. They would not have cared. Mark Swanigan is a perfect example of that. See, the more spoiled somebody is, the more opportunities that they have in their lives, the more they are worth the attention. The better looking they are, the more they are worth that attention. Their gender determines whether or not they're right or wrong, in many, many, many cases. Now, I understand people are now afraid that I'll expose them. Rightfully so. That is my power right there, my voice. Now, police across the state refusing to take a report, sending me into a panic attack, and then punishing me. They knew exactly what they were doing, just like my dad. These officers knew that they were going to get away with it. They forced a public opinion that allowed actual predators to get away, and also created a situation for me where I cannot defend myself. I literally cannot physically defend myself. When I went into the Boulder hospital in January of last year, I was not able to physically defend myself then either. When I was assaulted by Derek Apicata last year, that was late in the year. I was not able to defend myself then either. And all these people who say, Sean, what can I do? What can I do? And I tell them what they can do. And they don't. Like Derek Parrish. When I called him, he asked me what he could do to help. And I told him, go through our screenshots. Go through our messages. Take screenshots and send me screenshots of the period of time that I was in Virginia. All these people ditched me for having a panic attack and assuming the worst in me. But they lied outright, and I was prevented at every fucking junction from being able to show that, from being able to speak on my own behalf. And yes, I am pissed off at everybody for not killing me, because these people could have done something. Instead, they abandoned me because I'm not happy all the fucking time. You're toxic! Fuck you, bitch! You turned a blind eye. That was not my decision. And that's the point. Nobody gives a fuck about the homeless except the homeless. And by then, of course, it's too late. Because nobody listens to the homeless. Most of the homeless learned growing up that they just have to take it. As adults, they aged out of the system, got thrown out on the streets, and they learned very quickly that they just have to take it. While you have a family that will actually be in your corner, we do not. We are in the situation that we're in because our families don't give a fuck. And some of them, like Josh Hughes, yeah, he's got a family who cares. They bailed him out of the situation with the shop when he fucked me in that situation severely. But he had no remorse about it. None. And I tried to assume the best in him, just like I did with Lana and Amanda. Even after they fucked me over in 2016, even after they treated me like shit and ganged up on me in 2016 over a racist post. But I had to, because the police wouldn't do their fucking jobs.